guys, it's Stushy, English girl Stushy, back with another video. If you're new, hey boo, my name is Stushy. To all my return subscribers, welcome back to the channel. We're happy to have you guys back to check out a brand new video. So today I wanted to hop on here really quickly before I head out. I'm actually going out to my cousin's dinner. That's why I'm all like glammed up. I am wearing CUTIE on the eyes, 25mm lashes. It's tomorrow, Sunday, which is when you'll see this, is upload day. So your girl changed her backdrop as well. I might like still use the other backdrop that you've been seeing in my last few videos, but I kind of got this lighting situation set up and I really was like digging it. I'm gonna play around with it and see how I can, you know, make it better. But let me know how you guys like this in the meantime. Guess what TSL means in the comments right now. And also quick thank you for 600 subscribers. I'm about to touch 7, so shout out to you if you are subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, go click that subscribe button and join the gang. Okay, so welcome to episode 5 of my EntreprenHER series. Today I'll be talking about some of the mishaps that occurred when I started my business or before starting my business. All these actually happened before starting the business. So let's dive into the video. So Capra NYC, my luxury main lash business, just made a month actually. On the 26th, was that yesterday? On the 26th of September, we are officially 1 month old and time is flying, girl. But nonetheless, there were mishaps prior to me launching the brand, launching the business. If you are a new business owner, I know you might have had some mishaps when starting yours as well. And if you are thinking about starting a business, do know that there will be some little things that you have no control over. You know, it's just a part of the process. So with that being said, I didn't have like too many, and a lot of the ones that I had, like I was able to work with it, so I'm very thankful for that. But it's tricky because you kind of want things to be perfect. You want to test something out and to love it right away.
And if I don't get the things I am after,
but not all the time does that happen, you know. Sometimes things don't work out like that. And with that being said, one of the very first mishaps that occurred was me initially getting my boxes. So let me grab it right here. I have the logo on the front, and on the back of it I have, let me kind of zoom in for you guys or try to get up close. On the back of it I have our logo up top, and I also have our Instagram name and our hashtag CUTIE right on here. So as you guys can see, the logo is pretty decent size. These two are pretty decent in size as well. But I decided that I wanted to add the Instagram logo right here so that, you know, if you were interested in looking us up, you would know that it's on Instagram. Like, we're not on Facebook as yet, and we're not on Twitter as yet. So I wanted to add the Instagram logo right here so that, you know, if you purchased our product, you would be able to go on Instagram or hashtag. This is where you would use our hashtag. So I decided upon getting my sample box that I wanted to add the Instagram logo on here for the final boxes. I sent over a new draft to my vendor, to my box vendor, and added the logo and told him that, you know, I wanted it basically to mimic this, but all I wanted added was the Instagram logo. I thought we had it all squared away. But once my official boxes arrived, the Instagram logo was on it indeed, but in comparison to this one, you see the sizing is a lot different. It's a much smaller on our official boxes compared to the sample box, which is the one I showed you guys initially. And though it's still legible, I don't know, I just wanted it to be a little bit bigger because you have all this space, all this surface area. It's literally right in the middle compared to this one, which, you know, pretty much takes up a lot of the back of the box. This was something minor, but it did kind of suck because I'm like, dang, couldn't you have just brought it up, just like maximize it just a wee bit, bro? Like, I thought we were on the same page. I guess, I mean, I won't even say this is my own fault, but this could have been avoided if I had my vendor send me another sample or the updated version of the box. But I just went right along and just told him it's okay. Sometimes you should just go with your gut and have them send you another sample. Had I received another sample, I would have seen the difference in sizing, and I would have, you know, reached out to him like, hey, can you make this one a little bit bigger so it matches the first sample that you sent me? But everything worked out well. I just wish the words were just a little bit bigger, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Another mishap. Same vendor, and also this is not a big deal either. Upon me receiving all my boxes, I found that a few of them were I won't say they were damaged because they were still able to be used. A lot of these boxes were undamaged, but say this box actually is currently holding Stush, but the string is not inside. For all of my boxes, they all come with strings, so that way you're able to easily pop out the lash if need be. This one doesn't have a string. I don't know if you guys could see, but in transportation, right here is a little pushed in, and I'm guessing this probably all happened during transportation. I don't think that they actually looked at these boxes and sent them to me like this. Let me see if I have any other ones. The cardboard for this one actually came ripped. I don't know if you guys could see that right in here. It's like kind of ripped in there. For every lash that I sell, I have my own personal style, obviously, so I can wear it, promote it, because I had no problem with them just sitting, you know, in another container in my makeup storage or whatever. But I didn't want to also have damaged boxes being sent out to customers, so I just used them for myself. It only sucked because it takes out from my inventory, if that makes sense. But I did reach out to my vendor and I told him, hey, if you send me X amount of boxes, there's no reason why X amount should be damaged or damaged during shipping or ripped or whatever. So he did say that the next time I re-up on inventory, they would send me more boxes to reimburse me for that mishap. So it's important that you reach out to your vendor if you feel as though you received a damaged product or damaged inventory, damaged sample. Reach out to them and let them know, because you have to remember, you paid your money, you're investing your money into this. If you're using a vendor for a sample and the lashes are just horrible, there's nothing you can do about that. You just got to take that L. Unless you know a way to handle that, I would just take that as the L, in the sense that, okay, obviously this is not something that I want to personally put my name on, put my logo on. Trial and error. Another thing that occurred was, when I personally launched my brand, I only launched with lashes. I was supposed to be launching with my tweezers as well. Sadly, my vendor didn't have the tweezers ready at the time of the launch. They finished making them, but they were still in transportation, so I hadn't received them as yet. But I knew that I wanted to stick to my launch date, so I just figured I would launch the tweezers at a separate date, and that's what I did. That could have been a setback for some people, especially if you want to launch with all products at one time. But I just, you know, I just went along with it. I knew that it was coming, so I want to say I added the tweezers maybe like a week or two after launching the brand. It's ironic too, because the tweezers was the very first inventory that I ordered. I ordered the tweezers before I ordered the lashes, which you would think is ass backward. I used 3 different vendors, so I literally have a vendor for my lashes, I have a vendor for my lash boxes, and I have a vendor for my tweezers. The vendor for my boxes, my lash boxes, didn't create tweezer boxes. Ordered the tweezers and the boxes together, because the same vendor makes the tweezers and also makes the boxes, our customized boxes. Ordered that first. They were the last to come out of all of my inventory, due to the fact that they totally messed up the layout of the packaging. When they initially made the boxes, these boxes, they made it just like my lash boxes. So the font was literally this way. I felt like it looked better this way than this way, and that was just a personal preference. So they literally had to make the box all over again. They basically sent me a picture of what the boxes would look like once receiving them, and I didn't like how it was initially printed. So I told them that I wanted it this way instead of this way, and that delayed the process even more. So that was something that I had to wait on. Nonetheless, they're here now. Go shop them on the website. I don't know, I knew I wanted these tweezers. There are tweezers. These are our customized lash tweezers, and it has our logo on there as well. Everyone has the regular typical lash tweezers, or they have regular, you know, brow tweezers to apply lashes. But I found that these tweezers help me 10 times more when applying my lashes. It's easy for me to go in there and, you know, push them in. These are a lifesaver, and I wanted these for my brand, so that's why I invested in these. They did end up coming later, even though I ordered them first. A lot of other brands send their tweezers out in little plastic baggies or little drawstring baggies, but I didn't want that type of packaging for my tweezers. I personally wanted my tweezer boxes to match my lash boxes, just for the simple fact that I think they just go well together. I find that when I buy something from like Sephora or wherever else, if the packaging is nice, I'll keep the packaging. Like my Fenty packaging, I keep. So that was the reason behind why I decided to go boxes with my tweezers. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really have any other mishaps. They did end up sending me some additional tweezers just for the fact that, you know, I had to wait so long and they messed up my initial order. So I did get, I guess, something out of it. So they sent it in these little baggies, but I'll probably just end up using these for like a giveaway or something fun on my channel or at a pop-up shop. So these are all the mishaps that have occurred. Sometimes these can be setbacks, but you just have to stick with the plan, If you need to push something back, push a date back, then do so. I stuck with the date. I decided that nothing was stopping me from launching on August 26th, and I did just that, and I just put out the tweezers a week later. In regards to the boxes, I use them for my own personal use instead of just tossing them or sending them to a customer. My vendor said that he would send me additional boxes for the next time I re-up, so obviously I wouldn't wait until I'm down to the very last lash to re-up. Nonetheless, everything worked out just fine. Remember, don't let these things put a damper on your business. Just work through it. Everything will be alright. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Comment down below in the description box any other topics you want me to touch on regarding business. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Give it a big thumbs up. And also turn on your post notifications to be notified every single time I upload another video. I'll see you guys soon.